Fiverr affiliates, dynamic CPA versus revenue share, which one is better and why? Let's get to it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is David. So Fiverr has an affiliate program, and I have another popular video on this specific topic that you can check out. But in this video, I want to dive a little bit more deep into actual affiliate promotions for different Fiverr services. Because once you're in a Fiverr affiliate, you can promote a variety of different services, and you have your choice of what kind of commission that you want to get. Do you want to do the revenue share, or do you want the dynamic CPA? So let's take a step back. So the things that you can promote from Fiverr are obviously Fiverr.com. You can promote Fiverr Pro. They also have Learn by Fiverr, and they also have and.co. Like, it's literally called and.co. I don't get it. I don't know why you pick that domain name. But anyways, as a Fiverr affiliate, you can drive traffic to each one of these services and receive a commission if someone purchases. Now, they have revenue share and they have their dynamic CPA. Now, in general, I really like their dynamic CPA because you get a $15 flat rate on anything that anyone buys if they're a new buyer to Fiverr. And then if they happen to purchase something like, a whiteboard explainer video or whatever, you get a much bigger commission for that. Whereas with the dynamic, or sorry, not the dynamic, but with the revenue share, you just get a $10 flat rate, and then you get 10% of what that person buys over the next year. So I've tested out both links, and I can tell you right now that I've made personally way more using the dynamic CPA, where I just get that flat $15 per new buyer who buys something, and also occasionally I'll get a nice higher tiered commission if they buy a different specific service that's under one of their specific tiered plans. If that makes sense, okay? So that's why I really like Fiverr. And so if you have Fiverr Pro, obviously you should, if you want to promote Fiverr Pro, you should obviously be using their dynamic CPA, because you will get a $150 commission if you're able to make a sale of that. Whereas if you just promote the Fiverr Pro via the revenue share, you only get $10, and then you get 10% of whatever else the person buys over the coming year, which I have a few sales, and I do make a little bit from that 10% revenue share, but it doesn't add up to enough to where it justifies using the revenue share model over the dynamic CPA model. Personally, maybe for you it's different. It really just depends on your specific audience and where everybody's coming from. You want to use the dynamic CPA in general to make that first big commission from that first sale, and you want to use revenue share if you think you have an audience that's going to be buying again and again and again from Fiverr. Anyways, let's jump into my laptop. Let's take a deeper dive into these different services as they relate to Fiverr. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so let's start off with talking about just plain old vanilla Fiverr. So if we come down here, these are the specific services that if you use their dynamic CPA that you get this specific commission. So this is why I like the dynamic CPA, because in general, from my own experience of being an affiliate, I tend to make more using the CPA because you can get up to $15 to $50 for the CPA, etc., depending on what they buy. But if someone doesn't buy any of these specific categories, you get a flat $15. Whereas with the revenue share, you get a flat $10 plus 10% of whatever else they buy. And I personally have not found, for my audience, I guess, it just doesn't become something that's that specifically that tangible. So it really just depends, like I said, on your audience. If you have an audience where you think they're going to be going on Fiverr and they're going to be buying services again and again and again, maybe you have an audience of small business owners and they're going to be regularly hiring people for different types of things like logos or web programming or whatever, then the dynamic CPA can earn you a lot more. And so how do I personally promote Fiverr as an affiliate for my various websites? So this is one example on websitecreatorpro.com. So the 6 best blog writers. So this is going after blog writers specifically, or Fiverr blog writers. But blog writers is something that people are looking for. So, depending on whatever your site is about, then find a keyword that people are actually using in your industry for your specific website, and then go ahead and create a piece of content on. So this is what I personally do. These are specific Fiverr accounts, and then I list it out and then give pros and cons of this specific writer, etc. And so there's tons of different services that you can do that for within Fiverr. So we can come over here, we'll come over to lifestyles. So let's just go to astrology and readings. There we go. So what if you have a website that's kind of in a weird niche, like numerology or astrology? Well, there's tons of gigs that you could still promote to Fiverr. And so you could put in the 10 best Fiverr gigs on whatever, on this specific thing, or you have to do keyword research, figure out the keyword phrase that people are looking for, and then incorporate Fiverr like that organically if you want to make sales. But anyways, that's why I was brought up earlier, the CPA versus the hybrid. So it really just depends on your audience. Generally speaking, I like CPA more, but I'm not saying that's the best one. It really depends on your audience, and it's something that you have to test out because I've tested both. But anyways, that is Fiverr.com. Welcome to Fiverr Pro. So Fiverr Pro is a specific service offered by Fiverr that allows really talented, competent sellers to just bunny hop over the whole create a new gig and be lower priced and get reviews, like the whole process that I had to do to build up my gig, etc. So if you know that you're awesome at creating websites or making music or video animation, you just want to bunny hop over the whole, like, start a brand new gig and start from scratch and be cheap and get reviews, like you want to skip all that. That's what Fiverr Pro is for. It allows, literally what they say, verified, exceptional talent that can provide quality service, etc. So that's you. Fiverr Pro is what you want to take a look at, but just know that you can't switch gigs back and forth. So if you create a Fiverr Pro gig, you can't make it a normal gig. And if you make like just a normal vanilla gig, you can't switch it to Fiverr Pro. So just be aware of that. But anyways, with Fiverr Pro, you get $150 CPA. So that's amazing. Now it is a little bit of a harder sell because all the Fiverr Pro price points are like, look at that, $2,000, $300, $250. You know, that's a good chunk of change, but it's still possible. Like if you have an email list, or you can find the right audience keyword phrases that people are looking for, or maybe like a YouTube video that you know, has like a relevant audience that's geared for this sort of thing, then take a look at promoting Fiverr Pro. Now, obviously, you can promote Fiverr Pro with the Fiverr Hybrid if you want to do that, but I think you're insane because, like, if you promote Fiverr Pro with the Hybrid, you get $10 and then you get 10% revenue share. You're nuts to do that. To use the CPA because you get $150, obviously. And one little thing to note about Fiverr Pro is that the categories are a little bit smaller, so you don't have a wide variety of different categories. It's graphics, design, digital marketing, writing, video, music, programming, and business. And so, you know, depending on what your website's about, there's something that you can find. So like music and audio, for example, like singers and vocalists, voiceovers, session musicians, like, you know, if you want to hire someone to play, like make you an intro or a song or whatever, like I think this one is really interesting in my opinion. But anyways, that is Fiverr Pro. Next up is learn.fiverr.com. So learn.fiverr is Fiverr's course platform. Yes, their online course platform. I think it's really underrated, and you get a nice 30% commission on any new buyer you send to learn from Fiverr. So I think that's outstanding because there are a lot of quality courses with great reviews that make it an easy sell, and they're not unreasonably priced. And so, you know, you want to promote Skillshare, you want to promote Udemy, you want to promote your own teachable courses, that's great, but also just be aware that learn.fiverr exists and they have a lot of quality courses. So like, let's come over to web and SEO. So this is a relevant topic for what I do here on YouTube with Website Creative Pro. And so I can just come in here and figure out like where is a great course that's related to SEO that I could, you know, potentially produce. And so, for example, like this, create high converting landing pages. And so it's like, okay, I could create like a free tutorial on like how do I structured my landing pages and what the thought process went into creating my own teachable courses, and then promote this course along with it. And I would get 30% of this sale, etc. And so they have a lot of different things like Adobe CC, for example, like the Creative Suite. And so, you know, Photoshop, for example, like obviously, like this is such a valuable topic. Like here's a great course and everything you need to know about Photoshop. And so then you can turn around and become a Fiverr seller selling Photoshop, etc. And then you get a 30% commission of this. So I would promote this via a blog post. You could promote it via your email list as well as your YouTube video in the description, and just find courses that make sense. And then when you convert sales, you get a nice 30% commission. So anyways, that is Learn from Fiverr. And the last is And Co. Yeah, it's literally called And Co. So this is And Co. It's from Fiverr, and what it is just a suite of services to help freelancers manage work. That's it. So right down here, you can create like proposals, invoicing, payments, contracts, time, expenses, tasks. It just takes care of all that like busy work, like that, just maintenance of and providing a freelance service. They have created this And Co. to make that whole process less complicated and more easy. Again, like that's personally like, well, I really like being a Fiverr seller because It's so easy. Like, I'm happy to pay the commission to Fiverr to make sales and manage payment and messaging. But if you want to go the solo route, that's what &Co is for. Now, if you promote &Co, you get 50% off, 50% of every &Co Pro plan. So like, what's the pricing? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of disappointing. So you get $18, and they also have a free plan. So obviously, my experience promoting anything with a free plan is you're going to be able to drive a ton of people that sign up for the free plan. Not too many people are going to be signing up for the pro plan. You only get 50% of the pro plan, which isn't that, for me personally, that lucrative, because this is a very niche specific offering. So it's not something that you're going to be able to drive a lot of sales of. So it's a little bit disappointing. Maybe if they had something where, it's like this, like 50%, and then you get maybe like 5% revenue share, or like 50%, and then you get like $2 as long as they keep paying, something like that. So I would say like this one's probably like my least favorite, the least lucrative. But anyways, that is &Co from Fiverr. Okay, and I also just want to touch on briefly when you're creating links, just to pay attention to if it's CPA or hybrid, just so you know what you're getting into. And that, like, CPA, again, is the cost per action. Hybrid is that 10% revenue share with the $10 flat rate. So just be aware that these two links drive you to the homepage. And this is for &Co, and this is for Fiverr Learn right here. Now we can come over here and go to all marketing tools, and right here is very helpful, where you can just create any type of custom link to any gig, whatever it is you want. And so these are all like, look, you gotta pay attention: Fiverr hybrid, etc. So it's like, all right, I don't want to promote Fiverr hybrid, I want to promote Fiverr CPA. So we'll go that, and we'll click on show creatives, etc. And now these are all Fiverr business, CPA, etc. So like, if we take this link, and I'll copy this, and let's go open to a new web browser, I'll paste that in. We'll do a quick search for it, and now we're on the Fiverr business. And so this is like a landing page geared towards business owners, small business owners, and that's the CPA link. So I would get the $15 flat rate if they buy something, or up to $50 depending on what they buy. And so you can come over here, and you can come into, like, say, Fiverr Learn, okay? And so we'll get rid of that, and I can sort by like different types of specific links related to Fiverr Learn, okay? And that's it. And so we have the Fiverr Learn homepage, etc. So now if there's a specific link, there's a specific page I want to drive traffic to, like, for example, if there's a specific course that's on Fiverr Learn, you come over to LP URL. LP stands for landing page, guys. I get asked this in my other video. It's like, LP stands for landing page. So if you have a specific course, like, oh, there's this Photoshop course I want to promote, copy and paste the URL right in here, and then just click, and that's it. And then you should be all set, and then you can just have this clickable URL that you can cloak. Now, one other little thing to note is that with Fiverr affiliates, you can have sub affiliates, and so sub affiliates are like affiliates who are your affiliate that you drive. And so I have quite a few. I have like 61 of 15. Like, I have a lot. Look at that. Whoa. Oof, boy, $1.50, guys. Like, oof, I'm crushing it. Because like, it's easy to get affiliates. It's really hard to find people who can actually drive sales. So that's why I wouldn't really focus on that. But again, that's something that you can promote. You can promote Fiverr affiliates as an affiliate if you want. All right, everybody, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and hit that like button, because I publish videos every week on a variety of topics related to like creating websites with WordPress, website builders, domain names, obviously freelancing on Fiverr, as I'm a very successful level 2 Fiverr seller. I just want to bring up a quick little note about promoting Fiverr affiliates as an affiliate. Like, you can totally do that, as I mentioned, but personally it hasn't been that profitable. But you may have different results, because you generally speaking, like, affiliates don't make that much money. Like, that's a kind of a thing that most people who are in the industry know, who run successful websites, who run like web hosting companies. So it's easy to get affiliates. People sign up, then people are just not able to drive sales. And I found that to be true with people I've referred to as an affiliate who are under my account. I literally make like $1 a month. This is like nothing. Anyways, guys, I'm starting to ramble, so I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.